Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin. Today we are here in Mansfield, Ohio, and we are on the Secret City Tour. Now, for those of you who may not know what this is, the Secret City Tour is a really cool thing that happens about twice a year in Mansfield, where you pay a very small fee. It was around $25 when I went on it, to basically get access to a ton of old historic and abandoned buildings in downtown Mansfield, Ohio. Now, not every building is completely abandoned. Some of these buildings, such as Prohibition at the Caverns, have new uses, but are historic. It's a really cool tour. I definitely recommend checking it out if you're in the area. It's only $25, and you basically get access to these buildings all day. And today, we are going to be exploring the Schroer building, and I'm sure I, butchered that name, but this building had a lot of uses, including a furniture store and a mortuary. Now, this is a really cool building. So you can see now we are entering the more abandoned section. The first floor is used for an urban axe throwing club. So we didn't get to see all of the first floor. We basically just get to come up around and then go up the stairs here. Now, based off what I know about this building and how this room is laid out, I wonder if this would have been kind of like a display area for the furniture. Of course, it did have many different uses. And this area over here, which we will see later, also raises more questions than I have answers for. But overall, this is a really cool building. It is probably my second favorite building on the tour. Again, you can see here, large open room. There is an area over there where an elevator would have been. And on this floor, that elevator area was empty. But as we go up to the second floor, we'll actually be able to see the elevator cage. So, as we go up here, and I should say, this isn't the second floor, this would be the third floor. It is just the second floor of the abandoned area. Look into the old electrical box there, and then take a look around. You're going to see a lot of debris on the floor here, and you're going to see some of the wood hanging down from the ceiling. And again, another large empty room that I imagine could have been a showroom at some point. And of course, right next to it, another large empty room. So, you can see that there used to be a door there, probably leading to a fire escape. And if you can see through the windows, you can see downtown Mansfield. And then you can see the elevator cage. Now, something that I will say is really interesting about this building is pretty much every building that gets abandoned, the elevator is put down to the bottom floor. I like to say it's crashed down, even though it's usually just placed there. That is done for safety reasons, so that way, if something were to happen with the cables, there wouldn't be a giant elevator that crashes down through the building. This building, the elevator is in the attic, still just sitting there. And that's kind of crazy to me because that feels like such a hazard. Now again, taking a look at the big empty room that I think was a showroom, but now we are entering the more interesting area because this area seems kind of like it could have been housing, and I'm not sure if it was like an IKEA type situation where they had fake rooms, filled with furniture that was supposed to be like, this is what this could look like in your home, or maybe this was actual housing at one point. I personally do not know. But as we walk around, you can see it is a pretty beautiful area. But here's the thing. This is the most dangerous building on the tour for reasons we will see in just a second. Bam. There is one. And then let's see here. There is two. And let me see if we see three yet. And there is three. Yes, so there are holes in the floor all over the place on this floor. As you'll see a bit later, some of them are so bad that you can look down and see people walking below you. Now, there was also that sketchy board to cross over there. Now, what's insane about this building is they did put up caution tape for areas they didn't really want us to go into, and this was not one of them. So you were perfectly allowed to go in here, although during this video, I did not go as far back as I should have, because at the time, I was kind of uncertain about the floors, but after watching some other people try them, I did eventually go and see the rest of the building, and there is actually an old live stream on my channel where you can kind of see me walk around that further area. But we still did do some exploring up here in this video. So, as you can see, we're going to go down the hallway, look in here, see that nice pocket door, and again, more holes in the floor. You can see that they actually kind of get bigger over here, which is kind of funny. Here we have the nice tri-window, and there were a few places in the building with that, but again, there were so many holes in the floor. At this time, I was unsure exactly how safe it was, but eventually, as I saw others, walking around on them, I felt comfortable to do the same. Now again, we're just taking another look here at the big showroom type area. And now we are going to head up to the attic. So the part of the attic that we are going to see is pretty wide open with not a lot going on. So you can see up here. Now down that doorway is actually where the elevator is. And it is filled with tons of decay, lots of dead birds, lots of, I'm guessing, bird crap that has hardened over the years. It was like walking over crunchy pebbles. But as you can see, that area was mostly empty. It did just serve as the attic. But now we are going to go down to the floor below. And as we go down here, you're going to see me for a second talk to these people and let them know that it's kind of sketchy up there. And then as we continue on, we are going to explore this floor, which you can actually see the caution tape here where they only wanted us to go in the certain areas. But you can also see that this floor is in much better condition. So over here we have a room with a fireplace, the tri-window again. And we can take a nice look out at Mansfield. You can see there are some pocket doors that are unfortunately roped off. And then we can take a look in this room, but we can't go inside of it. And so this whole section over there was completely roped off, which was kind of disappointing. I have to wonder what could be going on over there that made it so much worse than the floor that had holes in it. But we get a nice view here as we look around. We can still see a bit back there. But really what I really liked was this area back here with the yellow paint, the tri-window. There used to be a fireplace here, but it is no longer there. And I just found this room so beautiful. And it also lets you see the prohibition at the Caverns building. But anyway, that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.